Cutting metal can be difficult, labor-intensive, and often downright dangerous. Tin snips or grinders, shears, oxyacetylene or plasma cutters. They're dangerous, hot, produce sparks, leave burrs, or warped metal edges. They are difficult to control and expensive. Pipes, complex profiles, powder-coated material, stainless steel, copper, aluminum, formica, plastic, fiberglass, even soft materials such as denim, leather, paper, or card. This creates a precision, burr-free edge. No need for filing, and no distortion of the material edge that you get with other cutting tools. It's safe to touch, easy to work with, and is designed with care and attention to detail. That's why the CANIBBLE works beautifully. Complex shapes or stencils can be cut with precision, as the CANIBBLE can move anywhere within 360 degrees. Forwards, backwards, left, right, and anywhere in between, right or left-handed. The maneuverability of the CANIBBLE over the material makes this an incredibly versatile tool for many uses. Using CANIBBLE's customized clamps and the CANIBBLE's straight and circle cutting attachment, you can also effortlessly cut beautifully straight cuts and perfect circles every time. DIY heading sheet material and open up new possibilities that will save you time and effort on many jobs. This is the only professional nibbler in America with a fully patented cutting action. The CANIBBLE fits easily into any drill that works between 1500 and 3000 RPM and is so simple to use. Simply insert the drive shaft into the chuck of your drill and tighten the chuck, exactly like putting in a drill bit. When you start up the drill, the CANIBBLE will be ready to cut. To rotate the die within its 360 degrees in possible directions, slacken the nose cap with a wrench. Rotate the die to your desired position and retighten the nose cap. To change the punch or die, unscrew the nose cap with a wrench and withdraw the die. To remove the punch, unscrew the punch location screw and slide the punch out. To assemble the parts, slide the punch back through its location screw and tighten back into place. Replace the die over the punch, packed with high-temperature grease, and replace and tighten the nose cap. To cut out an attachment to the die and tighten, place the material over the die of the CANIBBLE and over the guide of the attachment, then tighten the guide screw. Start up your CANIBBLE and cut out the perfect circle. It's as simple as drawing a circle with a compass. To cut a straight edge, to mirror the straight edge of a new piece of material, for example, set the distance required between the collar of the attachment and the flat surface of the guide. Attach the collar to the die and then place the flat edge of the guide against the edge of the material. Then, cut the material with the CANIBBLE in the usual way. To use the bench clamps, you will need to attach. Become your favorite tool for cutting sheet material. Its patented, efficient, and effortless cutting action will not only make the job easier, but it will be fun too. Designed to make countless cutting jobs easier, faster, and safer. A nibbler.
neuen Glas-X-Turbo. Unser neues Gerät zum schnellen Entfernen von Verbundglasscheiben. Wir haben es so gestaltet, passt so gut wie auf jeden Akkuschrauber. Eine stabile Dreikantaufnahme dafür. Einfachste Handhabung. Wir zeigen das hier kurz mit unserem Milwaukee-Schrauber. So fest ziehen wie jedes andere Werkzeug auch und das Gerät ist einsatzbereit. Um in der Scheibe eine Öffnung zu schaffen, um einen Ansatzpunkt zu haben, kann man das Werkzeug direkt selbst verwenden. Ich demonstriere das mal kurz. Also wie man sieht, das Gerät arbeitet sauber durchs Glas und unser Griffstück erlaubt eben auch das Gerät zu manövrieren. Das zeige ich euch jetzt noch. Und den Vorteil, den wir auch jetzt noch haben, aufgrund der kurzen Schneide, ist es auch möglich, in engeren Bereichen hier unten an der Scheibe zu schneiden. Das zeige ich jetzt noch. Also man sieht, man kann hier in diesem Bereich schneiden, wo man mit normalen Sägen nicht reinkommt. Und das Gerät erlaubt auch, über den ganzen Bereich rüber zu schneiden, ohne umzugreifen und ohne auf die andere Seite zu wechseln. Das waren kurz zusammengefasst die Vorteile unseres neuen Glas-X-Turbo, den wir zur im Glasmanagement sehen.
Legen Sie den Bohrer wie gezeigt in das Wendeprisma und beides zusammen in das Auflageprisma. Richten Sie nun die Bohrerschneide parallel zur Markierung an der Diamantschleifscheibe aus und fixieren den Bohrer mit der Rändelschraube. Bewegen Sie den Bohrer im Einlegeprisma hin zur Schleifscheibe und stellen Sie bei Bedarf mit der Feineinstellung zu. Drehen Sie den Bohrer mit dem Wendeprisma um 180 Grad und legen ihn wieder in dieselbe Kerbe im Auflageprisma. Fahren Sie mit dem Bohrer nun ohne Zustellen wieder hin zur Schleifscheibe, bis auch die zweite Bohrerseite im ersten Drittel geschliffen ist. Jetzt stellen Sie das Auflageprisma auf die gestrickelte Markierung ein und legen den Bohrer wieder auf. Öffnen Sie nun die beiden Herzschrauben an der Schnellverstellung und verfahren Sie in Richtung Bohrer, bis Sie diesen fast berühren. Arretieren Sie die Schnellverstellung und verfahren Sie mit der Feineinstellung, bis der Freiwinkel geschärft ist. Danach wird das Wendeprisma mit dem Bohrer um 180 Grad gedreht und ohne weitere Zustellung bis zum Anschlag im Auflageprisma gefahren. Der Bohrer sollte nach dem Schärfen so aussehen. Ein solchermaßen geschärfter Bohrer ist selbstzentrierend. Sie können selbst Rundmaterial problemlos anbohren.
ECKART has a couple of interesting features here. The first that I'd like to point out is on the sides we have dual 3/8 square drive shaft. It's on the right and the left sides. And on this side we have the hole for the smaller draw studs, and you would insert, if you're doing the small holes, you would take your smaller draw stud and screw that in down in the center here. On the other side, or the handle side, we have the larger hole for the larger draw stud. The key points with this product are the versatility from the dual drives that I just showed you, the ease of use with the draw studs. This is a standard draw stud that's used with all the hydraulics and the other type of knockout kits that are out there today. So if the customer has multiple knockout kits on their site, they can use the draw studs they have today. I've already pre-drilled my hole here. Now I'm going to come over and I'm going to take my larger draw stud, because we're going to demonstrate doing a 2-inch knockout. With this unit, we can go from a 1/2 inch up to 4 inch is what's recommended through 10 to 12 gauge steel. Now, taking my draw stud and I'm going to screw it into the top here. I mentioned earlier, this is the larger hole for the large draw stud on the handle side. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to thread this in. And you're going to feel that kind of bottom out, or it's going to get to where I can't really screw that in anymore. I'm going to take my die, I'm going to slide that over my draw stud. Then I'm going to take this and I'm going to place it through my pilot hole. And while I've got a good grip on the mechanical driver, because we don't want it to drop down, I'll hold it in. I will then take my punch and I'm going to go to the back side and I'm going to screw down that punch. So once we've got that hand tightened down and we kind of feel it kind of snug up, we're sandwiching the metal between the die and the punch. Okay, so now you can tell it's kind of standing up on its own here. If you have a smaller electrical box, be careful because you don't want it to tip over. The all-metal construction on this unit, it is a little bit heavy. It's lighter than some of the hydraulic units that are out there, but you still don't want it to tip over your box while you're trying to do your demonstration. I'm now going to take the adapter. This is a 3/8 square drive to a 1/4 inch adapter, and I'm going to put this into my cordless drill. I'm using a cordless 18 volt, but you want to make sure that if you're using cordless that you're either in the drill mode or in one of the higher clutch settings. I've placed my adapter in there. I'm going to tighten down my chuck, and then I'm going to place my 3/8 square drive into my drive shaft. Now, one of the nice things about this is I can go from either side. So if I've got a pipe on one side, it's going to be very easy for me to get in here, so I don't have to get into an awkward position to work around what's on the job. I can just use either side and get into those tight spaces as needed. Whenever I put the drill into the forward or reverse position, depending on which side I'm on the driver, you want to look at the punch and the die. If I'm in the forward position and you're going to see that the drive may start to back off and it's not pulling through, just switch it to reverse. And depending on the positioning that you're in, you want to kind of look through that ahead of time and make sure that you're going in the right direction when you're driving down. Once you pull the trigger, you want to keep that trigger down. Now, hold on to the mechanical driver onto the gripping surface here, and then hold on to your drill. You may feel a little bit of a movement on your drill. You just want to make sure you're holding both of these things firmly when you're doing your demonstration. Heard that pop, started to pop, that means that it was breaking through, that the punch was breaking through, and once you'll hear a couple of pops and then it's going to just come straight out. I'll disconnect my drill, I'll set that off to the side. I'm going to set the driver up. We'll unscrew the punch. One of the good things about demonstrating with the Gardner Bender knockouts is we have a 4-point knockout so that it distributes the force across 4 points. That's going to allow for less wear and for it to make it a lot easier to make the holes. And one of the last kind of wow factors that you're going to get from a lot of your customers if they're not familiar with our 4-point knockouts is when I slide this off the driver and I'm going to just dump that out, and this slug drops straight out very quickly and easily. That's been a common problem for a lot of contractors, is that this slug or this leftover is going to get stuck in their die, and they spend a lot of time trying to get that out. So you keep that job site productivity going when you're using the new mechanical knockout driver from Gardner Bender.
So it's cool. right or left-handed users to operate. The end result is a tight-fitting, self-supporting, leak-proof connection. Save time, save money, without the sweat and the strain. This handy little accessory is a must-have wherever you need back installed. It stores in a ready pouch or bag when not in use. The Turbo Crimper Impact.
Yep, can easily be adjusted using the set screw on the side of the barrel. Fitting any 1/4-inch drill chuck and available in 3 sizes, the VIX bit self-centering bits make drilling hardware mounting holes a breeze.